Hello gamers from around the world. This is Archimedes, the video game enthusiast from Germany, with my latest video. And today's topic is probably going to be a controversial one. To be honest, I was not sure if I should make the video at all, cause you know, I try to be a positive channel and I'm afraid this might come across a bit negative, which is not my intention. It's more an observation, but I felt like this needs to be discussed. What am I talking about? We have had from both platform holders, Sony and Microsoft, the big game and console reveals. The dust from the PlayStation and especially the Microsoft reveal event that happened only last week has already settled a bit. Jokes have been made on both sides. We have had the 30 vs 60 FPS discussion after the Sony event in June. By the way, you can check out my take on the frame rate discussion in my video about it. And now in July, after the Xbox showcase, we have the discussion about the graphics in Halo. I do not want to go in this video into those topics. I want to address something else. Those of you who follow my channel know that I'm incredibly excited to buy both the Xbox Series X and the PlayStation 5 at launch, and that I think this generational change has a lot of potential, because for the very first time the new consoles are basically very high-end PCs, especially the Xbox Series X. When we compare that to, for instance, the computational power of the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4 in 2013 relative to the PC market, those consoles were low to mid-tier PCs. So given the power in the consoles and the fact that we are only around about 3 months away from the launch of the consoles, and considering what has been shown so far from Sony and Microsoft, I can't shake the feeling that both are holding stuff back. And in this video I want to discuss with you, why am I having the feeling that things are held back? What is it that Xbox and PlayStation are not showing us, and what should both of them do in my opinion to make the next gen excitement a truly fantastic thing for us gamers? But first I want to ask you for a favor. If you watch this video and think you like what you see, then please consider to hit the like and subscribe button and turn on the notification bell to not miss out on future videos. I put a lot of work into my videos and I try to grow my channel, and this one little click from you helps me more than you think. And if you know someone who would enjoy this kind of content, please feel free to share it out. I would greatly appreciate it. But now let's see if Sony and Microsoft are holding announcements back. Okay, before we start I want to put out the disclaimer. Tackling such a topic for both console manufacturers will inevitably lead to the claim that I am biased or a fanboy for one or the other side, but let me tell you that my intention is not to dive into the console war discussion. So why do I have the feeling that Sony and Microsoft are holding things back? Well, Microsoft especially have started this year very open and transparent. They have revealed very early the console design, gave the tech experts from Digital Foundry and Austin Evans a hands-on experience before the whole world went into lockdown. They have clearly talked about what the tech specs are, what the Xbox Velocity architecture will do, how they will handle backcompat to the older systems, how they see their services like Game Pass and xCloud in the next years, and so on. I've been very vocal about how great I think the transparency from Microsoft is, and now they gave us a look into what games will come in the next few years. So far so good. Well, and then we have Sony. They have not been as transparent as Microsoft in the beginning of the year, but they eventually also started to reveal stuff for the PlayStation 5. They talked about the most important hardware specs, admittedly not as clear as Microsoft, cause for instance there were quite some discussions about what architectures will be used, but we got the most important informations about the hardware and controller. During their big showcase in June they finally revealed the console design, and they have shown some games coming to the PlayStation 5. We are still not really informed about some of the features like backcompat and how that will work on the PS5, or if our hardware accessories will work on the new systems. So even though we already know quite a lot of things, it still feels to me like the big bang is yet to come. And I'm not just talking about the price of the consoles and their release date, although this is a perfect example for what is going on. For months now Sony and Microsoft are playing chicken when it comes to the price reveal. Who flinches first? Sony even talked about getting pre-orders in before releasing a price of the consoles. So basically they both want the other one to reveal the price first to be able to adjust their own strategy. And we gamers are in the middle, ready to spend our money, and we just don't get the infos we want. How much do we have to put away to be able to play on the next gen systems this holiday? With Microsoft we are almost sure they haven't even announced all the consoles that they will release. And I'm talking of course about the rumored Xbox Lockhart, a second SKU that is supposed to be weaker and cheaper than the Xbox Series X, just like today with the Xbox Xbox One S. But let me give you another example. Neither of them have talked about things like the OS. How will it look and work on the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X? What features can we look forward to? And again, we are only about 2 to 3 months away from the console launch. But the most important things are of course the games. And yes, we have had 2 good shows from Microsoft and 1 from Sony, where they have shown a lot of stuff. Or did they? Cause as much as I'm excited about the announced games, it feels like both of them are holding their one big killer app back or do not show them in the right way. Let me elaborate. Sony has shown some cool games in their showcase like Spider-Man Miles Morales, Ratchet & Clank, a new Gran Turismo and Horizon Zero Dawn 2. But well, the lack of gameplay, especially for the only game that they confirmed as a launch title so far, Spider-Man Miles Morales, is strange to me. And we have no idea when the other games will come out. So at this point we have to assume that the PlayStation 5 will have only one game as a launch title, which is technically not even a full game but a standalone DLC. And I'm not taking away from it, I'm incredibly excited to play it. But what else will be in the launch window of the console? Same goes for Microsoft. They have shown a bunch of amazing games like Hellblade 2, Forza Motorsport, Fable, my personal favorite Avowed, State of Decay 3, Psychonauts 2, Everwild, etc, etc. But we did not see gameplay for any of those games. And the only confirmed launch titles are Halo Infinite and The Medium. And the big one of those two is obviously Halo, and well, you might have heard about the controversy surrounding that game's graphic after the showed gameplay. Many on social media are arguing right now that it does not look next gen enough, and Microsoft came out and told us that it was an early build from January and that it didn't even run on the Series X but on a PC. And again, we are talking 2 to 3 months prior to launch. Why not show gameplay from the console? So what is going on with Sony and Microsoft? They have amazing games in the making, we know it. So why is it that they are both not showing off gameplay or their launch lineup? Why are both companies holding announcements like God of War 2 or an Uncharted 5 or whatever it is that this team is working on back? Where is the announcement of the Initiative game from Microsoft? And it goes even further, even the third-party developers hold their announcements back. I mean, EA didn't even show a FIFA at their E3 substitute event. Another example would be Call of Duty. I record the audio for this video on July 28th and we have not heard a word about the yearly entry of Call of Duty. When has that ever happened? Is it really all because of the work from home situation? I doubt that. We all know that working from home brings additional challenges, but capturing a bit of gameplay and editing it into a video is something that can be done from home in my opinion. And I'm not saying that the devs are not facing unprecedented complications in game development, no doubt. I experience the challenges from working from home every day myself, but communication to the fans can be done very well from home. So I think there are actually 2 other reasons why Sony and Microsoft are not revealing their full cards. The first is, they are doing the same chicken play like they do with the aforementioned price reveal. They want always to have a counter reveal that trumps in a certain way the competitor's announcement. And the second reason why I think many developers hold off on gameplay is the inevitable outcry after every gameplay reveal. What do I mean by that? How often did we have the downgrade debate, where a developer showed gameplay and when the game launched it looked different than in an early build and they got canned for? Or the latest example, the reveal of the gameplay from Halo Infinite. Microsoft showed round about 8 minutes of solid gameplay and nobody is discussing the, in my opinion, fantastic move towards an open world game, the fact that we get to play it at 4K 60 or that we get new cool looking traversal methods with a grappling hook. No, the internet debates graphics. So I'm not surprised that devs are afraid to show gameplay, cause let's admit it, the negativity seeking part of the gaming community is part of the problem. Now what can we do about this? Well, we can't change the worldwide situation, nor can we do something about the trolls of the internet. We can also not change that Microsoft and Sony are in a stare-off chicken game, but we can make the best out of it and be happy about the fact that we get on a more or less regular basis new infos and game reveals, which is always exciting. But we can also do one other thing, and that is that we can request better communication about the stuff shown. What do I mean by that? Well, I feel like showing us gamers just a gameplay snippet or a teaser trailer is not enough for the games that are coming in the next 6 to 10 months. Publishers and developers can do a much better and much faster job in communicating their games. Remember the discussion about the Spider-Man Miles Morales standalone DLC when it was announced, the confusion about whether it is a DLC or a full game, or whether it runs at a higher frame rate than 30 FPS. It took them more than a month to clarify that. Or the Halo reveal, why come out after the reveal, not even on an official blog post, no, but in an interview with a YouTuber, and explain about an early build and that a Raytracing patch will be available post-launch and so on. Why not come out and just explain how it is and give us more details on the open world, how do side quests and main missions work in a Halo game? I feel that in this area Sony and Microsoft can do a lot better, and we should request so. And with that I want to come to my conclusion. I think we have great times ahead, the new generation is exciting and we get to play a ton of fun games. But I feel that this salami tactic where we get our infos piece by piece is not good for the gaming industry and especially not good for us gamers. It gives room for too much speculation, fake rumors and trolls to spin their narratives. And who wants that? And with that I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did so, please do not forget to hit the like and subscribe button as well as the notification bell, and consider sharing this out to other gamers. I would greatly appreciate it. And let me know in the comments below, what is your take on this? What announcements do Sony and Microsoft hold back? Are you okay with the salami tactic we are getting at the moment? Just drop your thoughts down below. And besides here on YouTube, you can also hit me up on Twitter where I share a lot of opinions and gaming discussions. But for now, thank you very much for watching, I see you the next time and game on!